Many fans of the group BE FIRST suggested me to analyze their orchestral performance that they did of the song Gifted, which is a song about self-affirmation, self-overcoming, facing problems. So I'm going to react here with you. Forgive me, but I watched the original music video to get familiar with the song, but I tried to identify the boys' faces, but my memory is terrible for faces, physiognomy, and I find the Oriental physiognomy in general very similar, so I couldn't identify the names. And from what I noticed in this video, here they move around. I watched a bit of it on mute to see if they stayed still, but no, they move. So it will be hard to identify, so I won't say their names here, okay? But let's see here how they delivered this song to us. Okay, the all-red team, just like in the music video, that mix of white and red, somewhat reminiscent of suffering, the beauty of battle, self-valuing, even when you see yourself falling. And here, this instrumental entrance brings this tension, this weight, something distressing. So, they now emerge amidst this sonic chaos. This is the symbol. Beautiful, very well thought out.
Be first. Let's get it started. 記憶に刻み込まれるその匂い指先触れるたびに溶ける命たとえ
They do this melody, which is a cadence from low to high. They end the phrases with quite some vibrato, and it's a sweet melody, so it already begins within a certain memory, an idea of memory that it brings, and even a certain inner crying, though still contained. It brings the idea of something emerging, memories that arise in the person's head. Very well expressed the pain by this guy here.
指先触れるたびに溶ける命たとえどんな色を見たってそこに君を足していたい
So it gives this idea of a greater suffering than the first melody that the other first two guys did, and he brought a certain suffering. All three have the metallic timbre as I mentioned in the previous analysis, but here they knew how to combine well a slightly darker and rounded timbre in a certain gradation. The first guy has a deeper voice, the second a bit less than him, and the third one has a much brighter voice. The voice fitting was well thought out. You can't perceive this as much in the music video.
どこを探したって僕ら以上はもうありえないでしょうどこを探したって僕ら以上はもうありえないでしょう
He does a rap that's somewhat sung. He does a beautiful interpretation that blends both things.
We just gifted 似たこともなくない
Beautiful contrast. The first one, the blonde, he attacks with strange, so now he's moved away from that introspective emotional mood to explode into an emotion letting it all out, precisely the suffering and self-affirmation in face of the problem. So he does it in his head voice, with open belting, full voice, very well placed, super in tune. And the second one comes in falsetto, which, despite the violence, has a gentle feeling behind it as well. Very well thought out too.
We just gifted.
Very beautiful. By the way, a very beautiful falsetto.
Just gifted. Let me go in your eyes, in your eyes. We just.
And here, as I said in the first analysis, his falsetto is quite interesting, which is already a bit in the glottis and the mouth, not so upwardly projected.
You already know we just gifted. Let me blow in your face. In your face. We'll gifted.
Gifted. So the blonde guy is the one always asserting strange, while the other guys, each of them did it in falsetto, bringing them, after the emotional explosion, a softer consideration, where we can think in terms of a sadness, a delicacy, even some joy in you thinking of yourself as something valuable. All this atmosphere with the classical vocal instrumental, and also at these moments of high notes using falsetto, together with this voice, that's not so full-bodied from this blonde guy. At this moment, everything is very high, very bright, and this brings precisely this idea of self-evaluation. It also symbolizes that. The two rappers also bring a very well done declamation, very beautiful, because it shows again that the person closes up and is remembering the difficulties. That's why the rap is very marked, very spoken, words pronounced, and with some aggressiveness, and you don't have any of that instrumental. It's properly the introspective person again, but no longer in a defeat mood like it was at the beginning. The beat marking 1, 2, 1, 2. So you note his voice coming to a slightly higher region, then starts returning to that explosion climax. It speeds up.
We just get
Interesting how the chorus is always done by each one in a small phrase, and bringing the contrast of their voices that highlights this reflection, which is also a collective reflection within this Gifted. They also value themselves as a group in the lyrics. This one with shaved hair has a sound a bit distinctive from the other guys, also a powerful high note, with open belting in his full voice, absurdly in tune, and the falsetto is quite metallic, also a lower falsetto, also a bit in the glottis.
You already know we just Gifted. Let me know in your eyes. We'll
Quite metallic his falsetto.
Gifted. Been waiting for you. I shy time. Kimi to you. Jidai to.
So the two of them at this moment when everything is stopped, they are in this emotional internal rumination as well, but it's transforming into something that will build it up to a climax.
We just Gifted. You let me know we just Gifted. Yeah. Let me know in your eyes. We just Gifted.
Now multiple voices singing together.
You let me know we just Gifted.
The total climax of the song. This song should have been composed like this originally. Much more beautiful than the original. Generally speaking, pop music, when brought to orchestration, the melody becomes much more valued. Sometimes it reveals itself as much richer, and in this case it was no different. The song is very well done, the entire arrangement, and their sound, which is very different from what I hear. Generally in K-pop, as I mentioned to you in the first analysis, they are quite distinctive and deliver with a quality that's really much superior to what groups generally deliver, very in tune even while dancing and performing, and they fit the interpretation very well within this whole arrangement, and the song's idea was presented quite well. This idea of self-worth and valuing themselves as a group too. This orchestral setting brought that out a lot. My congratulations to the group, very well done. If you enjoyed this analysis, leave your comment below and your like. Subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Consider supporting financially below in the first pinned comment, the PayPal link, or through the Super Thanks button. Alright, see you.